You have other people working for you, or you're a member of a team in which you've been asked to help a peer become more capable, learn a new skill, develop a new competency. Coaching is an everyday task for every working professional. This e-learning program looks at what it takes to be an effective workplace coach. Congratulations, you've taken the first step to adding another core competency to your career advancement. Good day. My name is Rolf Waldron. Welcome to, oh my God, my boss is telling me that I have to coach my staff. Come on this journey with us and let's explore what it is to be an effective workplace coach. Just what is coaching anyway? Well, it's helping another person, a person in one of your project teams or a person who works for you, a direct report, get better in their on-the-job performance, helping that person to improve. And the first step in that process is to give that individual feedback, information on the current level of performance so that they understand why they need to improve. Based on that, you move on to providing the person with suggestions about how to deliver better results and how to learn how to get there, the capability of being able to deliver better results. You can choose any one of a variety of ways of doing that. It's up to you as the coach to be clear on what you think is required in this situation and what you're going to recommend. And part of being clear is picking the appropriate learning process for this particular individual that you're coaching. We're not shooting at a target here with a shotgun. We're rifling in very precisely on helping this particular person become better in doing their job. So just what are your responsibilities as the person who's doing the coaching? You have to plan the coaching session, but more importantly, you have to plan the overall coaching intervention, where you're going to get the feedback from, how you're going to deliver it to the person, what training are you going to recommend, how are you going to time that training, all of the things that are involved. The first thing that you have to do is to make sure that the feedback, if you're giving it, is clear and objective. And if you're going to use some feedback from a work process, a software application, measurement system, then it's really important that you review that feedback with the individual to make sure that they understand it. And it's always relevant and useful to look at trends over time rather than specific snapshots, one-time kinds of feedback. You have to plan and shape both the dialogue you have in the sessions with this person, but also the overall structure of the coaching intervention. And it is an intervention. You're reaching into this person's work life and saying, hey, you need to make some change, and here's what it is. You have to arrange for the training activity. You have to make sure that you clarify when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and who it's going to happen with, whether that's you or an outside trainer or another person in your team. All of that has to be clear before you start the actual intervention. You're responsible for making sure that the training happens just in time. It's important that the person be capable of applying what they've learned right after they've gone through the learning experience. And that's your responsibility to set up that timing sequence. You have to set the person up for success, and we'll look at how you can set them up for failure in a second. And once the new behavior is implemented, once you see the person trying to make change, you have to provide feedback, either personally or as a result of a work process, which lets that person know how well they're doing. And throughout this whole sequence of events, you have to structure, support, and encourage. You have to provide a positive environment because the person's going to take a risk and do something in a new way, a way they've never done before. Let's look at what it means to set your person up for failure. to make sure that your coaching intervention will fail. In other words, let's look at all the things that you have to avoid doing as you plan and execute a coaching intervention. First of all, don't take time to plan it. Just wing it. Don't work out all the issues. When's the training going to take place? How's the feedback going to occur? And if you just wing it, you're almost guaranteed to fail. Walk into the coaching session and blame the person instead of letting the feedback speak for itself and help the person understand why this feedback indicates that they're performing at a less than adequate level. Just go in there and take a blaming approach to your whole intervention. Choose training that does not match the person's personal learning and development style. And of course, you'll need a framework to understand how to do that, but that's part and parcel of our larger coaching training. Time the training so there's a long time between the training and the first opportunity that the person gets to apply the new skills on the job. Make sure that once the person starts to try new things, that there's no feedback which indicates to the person whether or not they're getting better, whether the results are improving. And don't follow up and praise if things are positive, or if you see that they're not going well, don't step in and fix things up. Do any of those things, and you'll guarantee that you're setting up your coachee for failure. So therefore, in a negative psychology kind of way, make sure that you don't do these things. This is, in fact, a negative checklist. But you can do even better than that if you want failure. Don't take the time to hone your coaching skills. Don't understand all of these personal behavior skills, the ability to listen accurately, the ability to talk thoughtfully, to really understand how you separate planning from doing, and to really understand how you control the expression of your personal emotions. Don't learn the frameworks that you need in order to be an effective coach. And here they are. And again, these are explored in depth in the longer training program. Don't understand the strengths and weaknesses of using the personal tools which support the coaching. And don't practice. So let's reverse all of that and make it positive. Do take the time to hone your coaching skills. Understand what it is to listen accurately. Understand how to talk thoughtfully by planning what you're doing and putting what you're doing in the context of the frameworks. Make the right decisions for your coaching intervention. Really plan your coaching interventions and take all the steps which are necessary to arrange the training beforehand. Understand where your personal emotions are effective and not effective in a coaching intervention, and really control how you express them. Understand these 5 frameworks and use them in the decision-making you do as you plan a coaching intervention. Understand how to use the useful tools in a way that's effective for coaching, and practice. Do little things, start slowly, and over time as you get better and get feedback yourself on how well you're coaching, make bigger and more complex coaching interventions. So if you do want to set yourself up for being an effective workplace coach, enroll in the e-learning program for which this is a free introduction. Thank you for taking the time to listen to what I've had to say about how you can become an effective workplace coach. I hope that this has intrigued you enough that you enroll in our session. If you need more information, here's how to contact me. You can be an effective workplace coach. You can move from, oh my God, my boss is telling me that I have to be an effective workplace coach, to, of course I am. I know exactly what's involved, I know exactly how to do it, and I do it. And as a result, my people's performance gets better, and you know what? That means that my overall performance as a manager is constantly getting better too. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the video through to this point. Use the information that you have acquired to decide whether or not this e-learning program is the right one for you, the right way to increase your career worth, the right way to expand your talent. And if you like what you've seen, say so. Add a like or a comment below. And feel free to pass this video on to your friends on various forms of social media. Thank you for watching through to the end. Now take the next step. Do the things which will increase your career worth. Go to the website, access the e-learning program, and work your way through it. Or, if you need some more time to decide, join our mailing list so that we can let you know when programs, e-learning programs on topics like delegation, decision-making, working with other people are available to you. Or finally, subscribe to this channel and get not only notices on our new e-learning programs, but also access to the short learning videos that we will put up here. Thank you again for watching through to the end.